Hey, what's going on, everybody? Scott here at 4KGaming. Thanks very much for joining us. Episode 4 of our Let's Play FIZ, which is a brewery management game on Android and I operating system. If you've watched the last few episodes, you know we're in the middle of trying to brew Grub's Premium to achieve an event qualification to get some new recipes for beer. Unfortunately, the last batch we brewed, we were 2 bottles of beer short, so we're going to buy these now. We're going to go to next and brew these as quickly as we can, putting all of our time and effort into the craft points on yield, so we hopefully get enough, and we'll get straight into that. And what I'm just going to do is look at the batches. And the ones that we have in storage, we're going to send to the market. And I think we're going to send them down here. See if we can. Let's see if we can do that. Sneak a little bit more out of it. So there we go. They're off. Keep an eye on this while they're. So we're, oh dear, I'd be more likely to buy the quality of this if the beer was the quality of my favourite style. So mixed reviews, quite a lot of people saying that the quality isn't good enough. You know, that's fair enough. We didn't think it was the greatest batch of beer. It was the first time of creating that recipe. So there we go, 113, not amazing, but not terrible. Okay, and this batch is still being brewed. We're almost there at 80%. Let's just get this one finished. Come here, mouse. Let's get this batch finished because I want to be able to send it to this lady and hopefully get a new recipe. So we're going to send that to storage. We've got enough bottles this time round, which is good news. So down to events. Here we go. The mysterious brewer takes a large swig of your premium lager. Yes, delicious. Removing cereal adjuncts makes the beer taste so much better, in my opinion. And you might find that the customers around here agree. As promised, here's payment for the case and a new recipe for you to try. It's especially great in the summertime. Before she heads out the door, she turns to look at you. Keep up these improvements and you'll have a promising future as a brewer. I'm sure we'll meet again. Right then. So we've got new marketplaces available, and it looks like we've got some we've got some more coins, which is good, and a new recipe, so that's good news. Let's come out of here and what do we do? We've got some coins, so I wonder if we're best off managing equipment. And so we've got the cleaning, we've got the masher. I'm going to go straight into, if we can scroll down here. It's particularly slow scrolling. There we go. So we're going to get a new turkey fryer. So that increases speed. Here we go. This increases the quality. So let's go with that. I'm not too concerned about the speed at this moment in time. Packaging improves the shelf life, and that's it for the upgrade, so let's not do any more of those. Let's just get straight into brewing a new batch. What are we going to go for? Get off my lawn lager. Good in the summertime, so we're in the summertime. So it's a light beer. Takes quite a lot to make it. It's going to cost 900. So let's get straight into that. Okay, so we're off and motoring with this. Spend our craft points right across the board on this one because we need to get some more coins in. We need it to be good quality, and a better yield would be good as well, so we can make better profit. Let's keep an eye on those mice if we can. So phase 1 done. Just doing the boiling, so we're almost halfway through. Ah, I missed one. Rubbish. So we're 3/4 of the way there. Hopefully this batch is gonna do quite well, because we need to get it in the shops and get start getting some money back, so we can look at hiring some new staff. Just caught the mouse on the way through there, because I think the only way to really start moving on is to improve our staffing levels. So let's send it to the shop. I'm not quite sure where we're going to send it, to be honest. Don't quite get the whole price levels at this moment in time. So what have we got going on here? So, right, so there's not many customers in this store that likes lager. We haven't done any looking at the super saver, so let's not go on that. Whereas we know that here the same kind of totals. Surf Shack is closed apparently. Seasonal markets, they only open for that part of the year. Okay, well, we understand that. So I think it makes sense to go back to Eddie's again and sell, hopefully. Yeah. So looking here, the budget, the average is 12, and that's what we're selling at. We're not making a great deal of profit on that. Let's try and sneak it up one. That could be a silly move, bearing in mind the high is 20, but it is a good beer and it's new. So let's start out aiming that a little bit higher and see how we get on. Not fantastic amount of people are finding it affordable, and I'm assuming that if we look at this, we're going to see that. However, good feedback on the people who are buying it. Not ideal. So it's been on for 25% of the time, and we're not getting that many sales, unfortunately. Let's see how we get on. Okay, we're getting there, but we're halfway through the time on the market. Not great. Gonna get straight back into brewing some more, and I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at doing an intoxicated ape IPA. So we're buying the recipe. We're gonna buy the ingredients. Brewing that so we can get it on the market. Hopefully not price people out of buying it. Making a fuss. Hello, hello. A strange-looking woman dressed in a patterned clothing has suddenly appeared in the garage. I've heard of your brewery. I've heard many, many things. I hear the beer is pretty good, and I hear you're growing at a decent pace. But one thing I hear, in particular, is that you have your employees do the same job each time. Yes, I do. You brew. If you're like most people, I bet you find it repetitive to assign those same jobs each time you brew. A very puzzled Marcus interrupts. Lady, who are you? And what the hell do you want? Tsk, tsk. No need to be so rude. My name is Sissy. Sissy Fuss. And speaking of hell, my job is extremely repetitious. And I thought I could help you out with your repetitive task. You see, when I first started working my job, I hated it. The same thing over and over and over and over again. It broke down my spirit and reduced me to a tiny, tiny fraction of my former self. Finally, I thought, Sissy, you're stuck with this job, and complaining about it isn't going to make it any better. And that's when I learned to love repetition. And when you think about it, what's not to love? For one thing, it's comforting to know what lies ahead. Also, you get a little better each time you repeat something. Plus, it's comforting to know what lies ahead. Okay, these days I'm just about obsessed with anything that repeats. Pacing back and forth, she goes on. Of course, I understand it's not for everyone, so I'm willing to help reduce your repetition if you do something for me. I want 40 units of a batch that has quality score containing at least 2 repeating digits. I don't care what the style is as long as it has a quality score with some repetition in it, like 277 or 331. Bring me that, and I'll make sure the repetitiveness, can't say the word, of your job assignment is history. Ta-ta! Great. So, there we go. Right, we're cracking on with making another batch. We lost money on the last one, so hopefully we can get some back. I think I'm going to call it a night there, or an episode there, so thanks very much for joining us. Please join us for the next episode soon. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at 4KGaming, and visit the website at 4KGaming.co. Thank you.